Hi and welcome to day 20, the final day of Festive Tangles challenge. Today I'm going to show you a tangle that I don't know how to pronounce the name of, so I'm just going to write it down. It's a new tangle by Bijou and the name is, I don't know what to do with this, Uecle. I really don't know. Anyway, that's the name. It was inspired by some other weavy tangles, and it's a cute and simple tangle that looks simple. I mean, it looks really complex, but I don't find it complex. One, it's deconstructed. So let's start. It starts with these little curved lines that form a 6-point star. So just start with the top, then you can add the bottom and connect them, or just try to do it like I did, like fearlessly drawing this shape. And then after that, you draw what's like a pretzel shape, and it goes like this. And I'm going to extend those lines. It's like almost, it's not a pretzel. It's not a pretzel shape. Almost like a pretzel shape. On top of this, it's like two little loops, and the line on the bottom is just an aura line that follows the outline of the star shape. And yes, the star shape is not perfect. The pretzel shapes will not be perfect, and I'm fine with that. I'm just rolling with it. And there it is. You see how imperfect it is and how cute it is. You see how this one is small and this one is big, and it doesn't matter at all if they are not the same. So that's actually the part that's very, very similar to Tangle S-Bahn. Now I'm going to draw some aura lines, and I will, so the S-Bahn shape would go like this, but I will add a shape that's more like a petal shape on top of each of these. That's another variation of it that Bijou offered. And again, no worries if these petals are different shape and size. It doesn't really make it any less cute. Then of course you can play with embellishing it, and I'll just add a little orb in each of these. But it's not done yet, because there are lines here that you can extend, and you can see how these two, you can just add one line that kind of connects these lines. If you imagine that they go below these bands on the bottom, and then you connect them with just one curved line. And then of course you can choose to add some more, like this new 6-point star inside that's formed by drawing aura lines parallel to these little connections that we just finished. And that's it. Or you know, you can stop it at this or add something else in the middle. It's a cute one, and it's, you know, you can make it more complex by embellishing it more, or you can just keep it like this and say, okay, it's complex enough for me. So let's start shading. And of course, my first time drawing it, I think it's a very new tangle. I think I just sewed step outs one of these days. It hasn't been around for a while. It's a new one. And I see here places where I could also add some roundings, but I'm not going to do it now. I think I can survive without it. This makes it look more 3D because suddenly these bands on the bottom just kind of pop when you do it like this. And I will also add some shade to one side of each of these orbs, so you can either make them look like they're cutouts in this part, or I don't know, maybe you can make them a little bit bigger and then shade them like an orb, basically. I'll now take my, I'm thinking about, you know, trying to decide between my pencil and the gel pen. And with the gel pen, obviously, you can be a little bit more precise. If you want to use your pencil for this, try to make the point sharp. And yeah, I want some more on the top part. Basically, this whole part, including the bands on the bottom of these, so the bands and this upper part of them can be highlighted. Because this is the only shade on that part where this band is disappearing, or ribbon disappearing below this bottom part. Everything else can be highlighted. And you know, now you can grab your blending stump and blend these highlights, but I don't feel that I need it. I think I might retrace some of these bottom lines that I might have muted. This one in particular. And then just choose what else you would like to do. For me, I guess it's inevitable that I'm going to just add a few roundings. And then maybe just a few gold details, and I will be done with it. Just little dots that can make it like maybe a little bit more festive, like an embellishment. My gold stopped releasing juicy ink, so I needed to just try to make it work again. You might even just add gold to this central little star shape, if you want, of course. Another thing that I think might work is with your pencil, just a little touch. And maybe when my gold is dry, I can just retrace this black line that I have covered. But for now, this is it. Let me grab my marker and write the name. So that was my final tangle of this series, whose name I can't pronounce. I'm very sorry to end on that note. But let me end on a more positive note, saying how I appreciate your support and you tangling along with me and watching the videos. Thank you so much. I want you to know that you do make a difference. It does make a difference. Have wonderful holidays with your families, a lot of joy and love and laughter. Stay safe and stay healthy and creative until the next video. Bye.